Hello, this is Frontline here, and welcome back to another episode of Craftaway. We have not made one of these episodes in a really long time, and that is for reasons that you can find in the top right-hand corner of the screen, the April of 2018 update. I talk a little bit more about the exact reasons why I've been gone for so long, and the future of the channel as well. So, as you can see, we have been gone for a while because we haven't been taking care of the lawn. There's been a giant infestation of trees. I have actually no idea why these trees are here. I was not the one who planted them, but it's nice. It's definitely a different change of scenery on my balcony over here. So, what are we going to be doing in this episode? A lot of things. One of them, well, let's just go through them as we go here. So, this is a delivery. We also have other things we need to pick up throughout the server, like lots of different gifts and things. I just realized I already recorded the segment. For some reason, the audio of my video didn't actually come through. So right here, as you can see, we have diamonds all laid out in a nice old fashion here. Dark oak saplings, which I might reveal in a future episode. I think the next episode is when I'm going to talk about the dark oak saplings I've been accumulating over time. But as you know, in the last episode, we built a spa with Sunfire SG. You might be able to subscribe to him if you haven't already. And yeah, we earned a little bit of money from that, as you can see already. And yeah, right now, what I want to do is I actually want to head over to GG Munchie's base. Because if you hadn't heard, he left the server with a bunch of goodies. I haven't been able to pick up any of those gifts. So I want to head through the nether, arrive at his base somewhere, and yeah, I'll be able to show you guys that once I arrive. If you don't recognize this place, this is the Courthouse, and the reason we are here is because I want to tell you something about GG Munchie's base. Right now, apparently, our shulker box decided to go away because I went away. I went away from the server for a while, so all of GG's remains actually got distributed away from me and went to other Castaway members. So right now, the Castaways are grouping together a replacement box for me to have, and hopefully I'll be able to get that soon. I am recording this clip after the rest of my episode is recorded, so that's the reason why my inventory is a little bit different right now. It's just that I thought I was going to be able to just head over to GG Munchie's base after I did my recording of the episode, but yeah, it's not there anymore. So that's the reason why I sound a little bit unsure about what I'm saying in the next clip when I say, "Oh, I collected the GG shulker. Yeah, everything's all hunky dory there." It's more like I haven't collected that yet, and yeah, I'll tell you guys once that actually happens. But for now, here's the rest of the video. So we are back from the GG Fortress, taking back our GG shulker box, and yeah, that is in a safe location now. But before we even do anything else in this episode, I want to show off this place, because it is actually where I enchant my armor. You may have noticed in the beginning of this episode, and right now, that I'm wearing full enchanted diamond gear. And even though the zombie farm isn't actually the most efficient place of getting XP, we have a blaze farm on the server, which is a lot better. I kind of like the convenience of this place. Like, my house is actually right up there. We have a nether portal that allows me to get to the house extremely quickly. And I also have like this little enchanting table with community lapis. I was actually the one who implemented the community lapis. I might want to take a little bit of away because it doesn't seem to get much use around here. And yeah, I'm apparently the only one of the only ones who uses this place still. So yeah, we are going to do that, but first I want to actually show off this little area. So right here, you can see that the zombies drop down. I don't know where the actual zombie spawner is, but they get taken up, they drop down, they basically have like the lowest amount of health they can get. You keep punching them, and through this little gap here you can collect the XP. Now, there's also this switch right here, and that is actually implemented in order to be able to use mending and all sorts of other stuff a little bit more efficiently. Like, you can bottle up all your XP over here, and then what happens is that once all the XP, you can see like the orbs, they're just hovering there, if you had a tool that needed repairing, you could just flip the switch, hold the tool in your hand, and then boom, it goes right there. My tools are all healed up right now, so it isn't too useful right now. But yeah, it's like that's one of the main things I was able to do. So the other thing about this farm is that we have a sorter. It's not really a true sorter. It basically just deposits items here. It's all that really is needed. Sometimes I take some of the iron gear and stuff just as I'm using the farm, because it's just a very slow but a very consistent iron farm. All the rotten flesh goes there. There's also like probably some tools. Like it basically deposits all the way across. I remember sorting out some of the tools over here, but I think it got moved at some point. But and maybe even smelted. Who knows? But yeah, if you didn't know, I'm actually going to do a demonstration here just so that we are able to show this feature off. If you put like chest plate or like, well, any piece of armor that's like gold or iron, then you're able to actually smelt it here, and it turns into a nugget. So you can see the nugget actually gets pulled down here, and then boom, we have 2 gold nuggets from like just those 2 pieces of armor. Normally what I want to do is like I normally enchant the gear just to be able, like I might show off how to do that later, but you basically like enchant a item so that you on the item you want to actually enchant, you get the correct enchantment hint that you want. It's a little bit complex to explain in a very short clip, but just trust me, it works. I do that, then I smelt the items, and then I gather the goods. And if you ever want to just throw anything away, here's a garbage disposal. You put it down here, and then it's forever burnt into lava. So yeah, pretty cool place. I kind of like it. It's not built by me. It's actually built by Boybait. I want to mention that right now before I forget to. So make sure you check him out if you haven't already. This place was built before, I think, he sorted out his problems with his computer, but still a cool place he built nonetheless. So now what I want to do is actually head over to my charcoal machine I built a few episodes back and show you guys a progress update on that. So if you do not recognize this place, this is our auto charcoal machine. The building itself is not the auto charcoal machine, it's actually inside. So inside of here you can see we actually have signs. Yay! Before, I actually noticed, like, this was a long time ago, when Gigi Munchie was still making videos here, he actually said that it wasn't done yet, and he didn't really want to mess around with anything in here. And it was done. The episode I built this thing, I believe, was the episode I finished it. Either that or I'm mistaken. I probably am. But we did finish this quite a few episodes back. And I realized that he was just confused because I had absolutely no instructions of how to operate this thing. So right here you can see on each side we have wood input. That's because there's 2 different systems down here. One for this side and one for this side that actually auto smelts the charcoal. See, the charcoal goes into here, and any excess charcoal that's produced by the machine goes into this dropper vader, which I'm not sure if it works 100%. I might need to redesign this thing. But anyway, it's like this thing right here, I'm able to put in a bunch of wood into here, equal amount of wood into here. It'll all like do 4 furnaces all working at the same time, and it'll just end up in this chest. Like I'll have the output right here. See, it's like it says input, input, output. So hopefully that clears things up. Hopefully people actually use this thing. And yeah, I'm actually not sure how many people use this thing. Charcoal is a little bit outdated now that we have a bunch of blaze rods on the server. But nonetheless, it's a nice little alternative fuel source if you don't go to the blaze farm every day. Remember when we built this house? Remember that all those episodes ago, back to episode 1 and 2, maybe 3? Well, it's actually going to be destroyed. Well, not destroyed completely, but it's going to be replaced. So this whole entire structure, I wanted to keep the integrity of it. I actually created a different design for this house. As you probably know, I really do not quite like how this build turned out, especially once I started seeing all the other builds start popping up in this place. I mean, it really screams medieval around here, and then you look back here and it's basically a modern-ish mesh of ingredients that don't quite fit, and I just want to get rid of it. And in the process, I'm also going to get rid of this this advertisement here, buy smart, buy Suncorp. Who knows? I don't know if I will, but we'll see if we do that. So right here, we are going to destroy the entire thing. I have no idea if I'm able to do that in a third-person time lapse. We probably won't risk it because I don't think my computer can handle it at the moment. But yeah, I have a design in mind that actually encompasses all of these crafting tables. So, well, it doesn't use the crafting tables, but over there we have another crafting table marking where the house is going to be on the boundaries of. So right here, we have like a little bit sticking out, kind of like this house. We have a bit sticking out that gives the shape, or that gives the house a little bit of shape. So that's that corner. Then we go various blocks here. This is going to be the back of the house. The problem with this design is that it's a lot bigger, as you can see, than our original house. So we might have to like reconstruct the paths a little bit to fit. It shouldn't matter too much. I think that the paths are far away enough that they actually can work. So right here is the other crafting table. It goes all the way here, kind of cuts into the path a little bit, which is not a big problem. We'll be able to fix that in no time. Right here is the other crafting table. We're actually going to get rid of some of the house. Like this section right here is not going to have any build. It's going to go from that crafting table to somewhere over there. The house is going to stick out, go to that one, and yeah, I will kind of show you the dimensions a little bit better once this place is reduced to a crater. Well, I said I was going to show you when this place looked like a crater. I didn't think it was actually going to look like a crater. This place, like, because of the basement, I actually had to dig down and mine out all of like the wood and the other stuff that was down there. And I haven't actually gotten to the horse stables yet completely. I'll admit that I did get rid of some of the spruce wood, but I didn't get to it completely because I actually do like the build down here. I don't know what I'll use it for. It's just that it's not like I really want to actually get rid of this area. I'm probably going to implement it in a later build. I want to be able to put the skeleton horse in a little bit more of a humane place, just because they seem to all be packed down there. I'll have to like create a whole entire different stable system, but until then we're going to just kind of seal it off, build the house over it, and we'll return to it on a later date. So for now, I actually kind of want to show you guys what the materials that we were able to gather from the house are. We have all sorts of stuff here, including a yellow bed. So yeah, if this kind of thing interests you, we had a lot of materials go into this house. Not much of expensive materials. We had quite a bit of oak planks, some cobblestone are the main contributors, 3 spruce doors, a yellow bed. We even had an air chest, crafting table, lots of different spruce wood. I think there was more dark oak wood because I had like some of that in my inventory, so there's also that there. Lots of stairs and stuff, but we're actually going to be using some of those materials for the next house. I already brought over spruce wood and dark oak wood. We'll probably need more of this stuff, judging by how much actually went into the house originally. But yeah, we want to gather lots of materials for that, and hopefully we will be able to create something quite awesome, because I already have the design. I think it will turn out splendid. And splendid it has turned out. Right here we are standing inside of our new bedroom. You can see that I have kitted this place out with all sorts of my essentials. I really think that I probably should have done a progress update with you guys, but sorry about that. We're actually just going to jump right into it. The entire thing is built, and now I'm just going to do a showcase. So up here you can see we have our awesome bed. We got a clock even this time, so that we actually know what time it is. We didn't have that before, and I kind of got inspired by seeing other Castaway members be able to use these clocks to their advantage. Just because we don't have any windows in here anyway, you know, it's better to be able to know when we are done sleeping than to just let it do its thing. So Over here we have an awesome golden armor stand. Maybe we'll upgrade it to diamond at some point, but I would rather not do that right now. That seems just like a really... diamonds are not something that I have in great quantities. But anyway, we have a jukebox right here. We have a music shelf, but we don't actually have any records inside of it yet. Hopefully we'll be able to fill it up over time, but who knows how long that will exactly happen. It's kind of hard to make an efficient creeper farm that can do that. But anyway, we also have brewing stands here. They're not really loaded up with blaze powder, but they at least have one piece in there, so if we need to do like quick minute brewing, then we can do that. Have a cauldron here for dyeing things and other uses. We have lots of storage, but I actually have no idea what's going to go into these chests. It's more like these are a bunch of essentials, but I'm not sure how much I need all of the essentials, including all these anvils. I feel like this was a waste of anvils, but you know what? It's alright. It looks cool. It's very efficient in its spacing, and I kind of like it. So we have lots of stuff. We also have bunches of stuff in the ender chest. I don't think I've shown off my ender chest before, but we have extra ender chests inside of it just in case we want to spread those out somewhere, maybe like in our base area. Lots of, this is basically our valuables. No one can steal these because they're all here. Again, I don't have very many diamonds, but yeah. We have this bottom area here. This is a 3-story place. We have to use a ladder for this area just to conserve space. It's not very big inside because of how much we're constricted by making by the outside walls. I kind of reproportioned the dimensions in here so that it would look really nice on the inside. Yeah, we have extra storage down here, probably bulk storage. Maybe if we want to go on like to a mining session or something, we can put stuff down there. But yeah, now here comes the awesome part, the outside. It's also going to be at night, so it's not going to be illuminated, I don't think, because I didn't put any lights on it, but nonetheless, it'll have a little bit of a moody lighting feel to it. So let's go on top of this tent and slow reveal right there. You see how it kind of has the same like characteristic to it? It like juts out on that position, but it is taller and it fits the medieval theme a lot better than the previous house. The previous house had lots of windows and stuff. It was very light. It didn't use very much spruce. Actually, it didn't use any spruce wood. It used spruce logs, but the logs didn't really complement the build very much. The big pillars on the sides made the build look a little bit squished. So this time when I was designing, I was like, okay, let's really try to look at medieval buildings. Like, what makes them medieval? And like one of the things I noticed immediately was these sloped roofs. I really like how these sloped roofs ended up coming out. If there's any way to improve them, let me know in the comment section. Like half of me doesn't exactly like the steepness of that part there, but I also think that it doesn't look bad. I do like it. It has its pros and cons. If I didn't make it slope up like that, it would almost be too little of a slope, but it's almost like too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. Maybe I want to criticize my builds more than they deserve. But yeah, all around here, the fence poles and stuff, it's like one of the things like Courthouse told me was that you don't really want a bunch of flat walls. Flat walls make it not look as good, and I kind of tried to keep to that advice as much as I could. I kind of like the look of the trapdoors and the fences being able to create a little bit more dimension to the entire thing. I also used bone blocks, a little bit inspired by Bully's builds, not a direct copy. I was actually using other images online of like real medieval houses. But yeah, it's like my house definitely stands out. I don't think it's too much like any of the other builds on the server. I mean, the sloped roofs are obviously something that's very common around here. But yeah, I do like the uniqueness of this place. I think that it ended up being quite awesome. Even has a back door. It literally is just the beautified version of our old house. Has about the same spacing. It's just an overall improvement. I am happy with this place. It's not like we removed anything from the server. We just improved upon it. But anyway, that is pretty much all I have time for this episode today. In the next episode, I was thinking about what was that? Okay, so in the next episode, I was thinking about actually showing you guys my new base location. Hopefully, that'll end up being the actual episode plan. Just because I have an idea for what I want to do there, I actually need to show off what's there. And I see a skeleton horse there. I'm tempted to grab it. I also realize I'm like missing a skeleton horse, so maybe that's the one I'm missing. But yeah, as we sign off this episode, hopefully this isn't a trap. Yep, it's probably just the horse I had before. So anyway, as I ride the skeleton horse off into the sunset, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to comment to tell me what you think of the house. I definitely like it. I think that it's an improvement over what was there before. But I am always up for feedback and all. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you guys all later. Bye.